I'm glad we're doing it today with JP here.
Yeah.
Let's get to the 5 worst jerseys.
Hell yeah.
We talked earlier this week. Now, the Flyers put out a jersey a few weeks ago, the Stadium Series jersey that I thought was pretty cool. And they've had some meh releases recently, so that was a nice change of things. But the Phillies City Connect jersey came out, and it's ridiculous. I honestly think it's one of the worst jerseys I've ever seen, which led me to say, let's come up with the 5 worst jerseys in Philly history. And I'm going to lead it off with Kelly's list. Her bottom 5 jerseys. I don't remember what they are. I did have them written down at one point, but that was in yesterday's outline, and now I'm looking at today's. So let's go with Kelly's number 5 jersey.
Kelly.
Let's see what it is. Oh,
Yes.
You went with that's right. Yours is a little out of the box. You went with this Philadelphia Union away kit from 12-13.
I don't like this blue.
You don't like this blue?
I don't like that blue. It's not a terrible soccer jersey or kit, if you will, but all of the other Union jerseys are so good that this one sticks out really badly when you look at like a list of their jerseys. That blue is bad. It's not a good blue. The regular Union blue is good. Just stick with that.
Although I will say we are pretty successful when we wear that blue.
Really?
We are pretty successful.
Well,
we lost the MLS Cup in that blue against LAFC.
That one?
Well, not that one,
Or
but the
Union
same
blue.
color. Yeah, that light blue.
Okay.
We've had some success with.
I watched that game in Paris, JP.
I have an issue
11 p.m.
with all soccer jerseys that just the prominent
Bimbo.
like I know it's not pronounced bimbo.
Bimbo.
It's bimbo, right?
Well,
I just have a problem with this is America. You don't have to replicate everything. It's one thing I do appreciate about the Union is they didn't we're Real Salt Lake. Like, no, you're fucking not, man. You're from Utah. You're Mormons. You're not Real anything. Like, just be the Salt Lake whatever. At least they're the Philadelphia Union, an actual American team name.
Oh,
but I
man.
just hate the
I know.
why is there an
Appreciate that.
advertisement instead of a logo?
I know.
Why can't I see the logo
It's a
on
lot.
this, but I can see the advertisement for I don't know what bimbo is.
They make snacks.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fine.
People like snacks.
Well,
but
I'll tell you
those
what.
are-
In round especially Latin America, that's like the number one bread. Like we have Stroman's. Like in Latin America, it's Bimbo, and that's like the number one thing. But
Yeah,
like
Bill.
that is funny, man. Like you're walking around with that jersey, your friends like, "Yo, dude, you got Bimbo on your shirt."
Yeah, I feel like a woman wears that, and it's just bad news.
I called
feel
my
that.
friend Bimbo Bill every time he wore it to a game. I don't know if he likes it or not, but I
Can't
did.
walk around with that label on you anyway. Let's go
good.
to Kelly's number 4 worst jersey.
Okay.
This made my list as well. Let's
Yeah,
see
me
where it
too.
ends up. But the 50th anniversary, we were just looking at mine.
We have it in front of us.
gold is
the Goss
bad.
Despair jersey I got, and I got this. I did not pay full price. I go to this place. It's around the corner from where I grew up. They sell K-cups, knockoff handbags, Yankee candles that are somehow you light them and never smell. It's just there's no scent here. And jerseys that are either knockoffs or misprints. There's a black dot that you can barely see on the
Okay.
front of this jersey. And I feel like that's why it was in this store because it's pretty good. It's got the fight
Yeah, it's
strap and
pretty good.
everything. It's spelled right. But it's what's wrong with this jersey, Kelly? Why do we all hate it so much?
So gold and orange fundamentally
It shouldn't
do
go
not
together.
go together.
Facts.
The gold that they used is a weird brassy gold. They should have gone full Vegas Golden Knights and
Yeah.
done sparkle gold.
Exactly.
At least that would have been fun.
More black too.
But they shouldn't have made the numbers gold. They should have just stuck with the outlining in gold and maybe done the numbers black and outlined them in gold. I don't know. It's just not good. And also, this is one of my least favorite oranges that the Flyers have ever worn. It's a bad orange, and with the
you
gold,
don't like
it's
this
just-
because we talked about the best Flyers shirt, and even Charlie was the tie-up orange ones from the 2012 Winter Classic.
It's
he
great,
likes.
but I don't like that orange.
Okay,
It's not right. They fixed it this year.
they did.
They
They
did-
did
they
fix
fixed
it. I love that orange though. It's a little darker.
That jersey's great, but
Yeah,
it's not my
I
favorite
understand.
orange.
All right, but the 50th anniversary are just hideous.
They're bad. There's nothing good.
I just don't get what they were going for.
You never see anyone wearing them,
No.
in life.
Like
Never.
that season, I remember seeing some, and then immediately,
No.
there are more people wearing the 2012 fake Winter Classics than there are wearing the
100%.
50th anniversaries.
For sure.
100%.
I
All
don't
right,
get
let's
it.
go to Kelly's 3rd worst jersey.
I have.
So no
See,
offense,
have it on.
JP, but this is, and I think Bill, you said the other day that this is like some historical nod to like an old team.
It's like,
Frankfurt,
yeah,
maybe?
the Frankfurt Yellow Jackets
Yeah.
or whatever from like the 30s or something.
No, this is bad.
I
It doesn't look anything like, there's nothing about this that says Philadelphia Eagles to me. If I just saw this picture, I would think it was the Rams or something. Like there's nothing about it that's Philly, and it's very yellow.
that's in comparison to the City Connect jerseys that they're trying to get, I guess it's the Philly flag or the PA flag, whatever the hell it is, the yellow and blue. One, yellow and blue make green. They wear green. That makes sense to me.
There you go.
Two, at least it's obnoxious and loud. Like that was my problem with the City Connect jerseys. Not only are they
It is that.
ridiculous looking, but they're embarrassed of themselves. Like go all out if you're going to be silly. Like put some flames on it. Make it look like Guy Fieri would wear this
Oh,
thing.
God.
Like and they came up short of even that.
Yeah.
At least these are stupid looking.
Fair enough.
And like they wore them one time. They put up, I just had it in front of me. I think they put
Did
up
they
49 points.
They
oh, yeah,
killed
they
the
killed the
Lions.
Lions. They put up
Oh.
like 49 or
Remember that
56 that day.
Uh-oh.
They absolutely dominated.
Might have to bring them back.
So Tyler Zulli, who's a producer here at PHLY Sports, we had this conversation. So a lot of these jerseys, a lot of the reason why we have these is because either our parents or ourselves went to like your local Modell's and Dick's. This was on clearance. You're a broke kid. You got this is a Darren Howard, and you're buying it. So, but yeah, it was not very popular for obvious reasons here. The Eagles just in different colors besides green and black of some sort. It's just
It's
weird
very
as well.
weird. But no, I remember when the black jerseys first came out,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
it was
thought they
exciting.
were cool. But a lot of people, older fans, were like,
Yeah.
Eagles don't wear black. That's not part of their color
All right,
scheme. What are we
Charlie.
doing here?
It worked out
Like
well.
anything that isn't green is strange. And these aren't, I mean, these feature no green.
Yeah.
No green.
They are the
What-
elements of green,
whatsoever.
but not actually green. They are, no, I will never argue they aren't ugly, but I think they're ugly in the right way. Like if you're going to go for
get
it,
that.
like go for it.
Yeah.
Let's go to Kelly's number 2.
Okay.
I've never
Where
even
did you
seen these.
find this, Kelly?
Okay, so we used the picture of the front of them. I need everyone to understand that the back of these jerseys do not feature the players. There it is.
Oh,
It's
right.
their Twitter handle. Okay, I am
I remember
like
this now.
hopelessly, terminally online. And even still, putting your Twitter handle on a sports jersey is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life, and it makes me so
I
upset.
agree.
So that's why they're on there. Also, they aren't ugly, but like I feel like lacrosse jerseys can be ugly in the good way,
Yeah.
like you said. And,
No,
and
these are stupid, but I kind of like them.
I can see this being ugly in the good way, but the Twitter
The
handle,
Twitter handle-
is just it's a
Agreed.
bridge
No,
too
that's
far for me.
so
I
weird.
mean,
I can't.
The original XFL with the nicknames on the back.
Oh my god.
That I mean, like stupid stuff like "He Hate
Is
Me."
that
Like
He
we'll
Hate Me?
always remember.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah.
always remember that. These are bad,
No.
and I wish it was. Like what would make these? I think of like people's old Hotmails, like
Oh,
think
God.
like your old email address from like when you were in 7th grade and got your
Flyers
first
Lover,
email address.
1975.
Like now people get email addresses when they're born and shit. But like when I got my first one in like the 7th grade, like if you had that on the back, like your original Twitter handle
be
would be
funny.
hilarious. It's like 10 years later, I don't even have Twitter anymore. It's like, well, here it is.
Here it
It's,
is.
yeah. Bill Guy 44, you know, like,
69420.
but no, these are absolutely that does
That's-
put it
it's so
over the
stupid.
top. And let's go to your number one worst. Yeah, these are
the
An
3Ds.
absolute abomination.
they are not good.
Yes. A scar on the face of the Flyers
I-
organization. Not only is the 3D logo ridiculous, like the Flyers logo is perfect. There's a reason why they have never had an alternate
They
logo.
have never and
don't-
probably will never.
They don't need to. Like the wings, like although the Leafs keep changing the leaf, and I don't know why they keep doing that.
Yeah.
But anyway, the logo is perfect. This 3D thing is terrible. And not only is the logo, I hate this jersey. Like the color blocking on it is terrible. I hate that silver stripe at the
Yeah,
bottom. What is that about?
What are
I
we
don't.
doing with this
Everything
silver
about this
stripe?
jersey is bad. It's terrible. It makes me upset every time I look at it.
I'll tell you. I have hated these for years, and when they came out, I was like, "These are asinine."
Mm-hmm.
They've grown on me over the years.
You're a sicko.
Maybe it's just that era. I believe they wore them in the
It
Senators
was a
Brawl.
good era. It was a good era of Flyers hockey, but that jersey is just.
We were looking at something the other day, and Charlie and I both forgot that they wore these post lockout at one point. Like they were
Really?
actually like Peter Forsberg wore one of these jerseys, and that is not in my memory at all.
I apparently have also blacked that out of my.
but
past.
they are, they've grown on me a little because of how bad some other jerseys are, and at least these are orange. Like at least they're
Yeah,
orange.
they
Were
are
they just trying to update the logo? Is that what the
It's
3D
very
was for?
like what was it like 2001, 2002?
I think. Yeah,
So it's just like
it's very early odds.
it's very that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like I always think of everything like the Phantom Menace when it came like this technology is cutting edge, and you look at it now like. Actually, shit from 10 years earlier looks way better.
Yeah, like what if we made the logo
Ghostbusters
3D?
in 1984 looks better than the
Yeah.
Phantom Menace.
No one
It's like
asked
someone
us.
drew that, but like that is it's era appropriate, I would say. Like
Yeah.
early 2000s, everything's technical looking, make it
Right.
3D. So that's Kelly's list. It's hard to argue. That jersey has grown on me over the years, not because it's good, but because they've put out other bad jerseys.
Fair enough.
Let's get to JP's list, starting with number
Let's get
5.
it.
I haven't
I'm
seen his
excited.
list, so this is
Okay.
good.
Hey,
So
there it
the
is.
gold numbers has made every list. It's
Every
on mine.
list, it's
Man.
terrible.
It's bad, and this is a great like. What team am I looking at? This look the numbers and the orange
It's
stripe.
the Philadelphia Golden Knights, ladies and
Oh
gentlemen.
my god, yeah, and the era is also like what it just.
It was a
Ugh.
bad time.
Yeah, so
Not
I
a
don't think
fun
we
time.
need to go over the gold
Yeah,
numbers.
this is bad.
It's bad. Let's go to number 4.
Number 4, we have here the 2020 Forever Union Faithful kit. So I had the privilege of being at Fox 29 for the Union's unveiling. We did it on the air at the morning show there, and I got one for free. And I grabbed it. And I was like, I'm very thankful I get a free jersey, but I don't really like this so much. But it's very simple. It was the 25th anniversary of the MLS. So that's why a lot of the teams, every team actually did the same thing: the 3 stripes and the plain look. So I don't like the way we talked about the beambo. I don't like the white beambo. It's very off-placing with the gold in there as well. So yeah, I'm just not a fan of this one.
Let's go to number 3.
This one might be controversial. I'm not
Oh
sure.
man, I love
I
these.
don't like the
That is a
2019
spicy
Stadium
take.
Series.
That's a good jersey.
I just need more out of it. I don't like just the simple orange and black in there, but
I
that was my number
like
3.
see when you said they don't need to mess with the logo. I thought this was a good change for the logo,
To me,
just
that's not
making
really
it
messing
one-
with it. Yeah, I like it.
making it one color,
Mhm.
and then the orange just being the circle, and then the entire jersey is orange.
Yeah,
I dug
like
these.
I like these jerseys too.
I call these the pumpkin jerseys. I don't know how else to
It's a
to
good-
me the front looks like a jack-o'-lantern.
yeah.
Like the logo is the face of the
And also,
jack-o'-lantern.
that game was just so fucking good.
Oh, Ava has
I get
over
chills
me.
memorable.
thinking about
Yeah.
it.
Ava has over me forever. Like we're watching that game, and I'm just like, it's gonna take forever to get an Uber out of here. She's like, we can't leave. What do you
Oh,
mean we
no.
can't leave? I was like, fine, all right, fine, we'll stay. And then
Yeah.
I'm like, oh god damn it. And
That's why you're very
you
lucky
win.
to have
You
her.
win again. And I have never proposed leaving a game early. I was just like, this sucks. They're gonna lose to the Penguins. It's raining. I want to go home. Like, I got more beers at the house that I don't have to pay for. Let's just,
Yeah,
you
right.
know. But no, it was
I did like the helmets. I'll say that. I did
the
like
helmets were
Helmets
sick.
were
I
did like
wish
helmets.
with teams going all the different color buckets,
I wish they would.
I
bring
want
it, yeah.
an orange. I want something.
If
I-
you-
I want something new.
If
They
you
would
would
be
have said
nice.
uniforms, this excuse me, this wouldn't make the list. But because you said jerseys, this didn't make the list.
Fair
I
enough.
get it. I get it. And this is controversial, but it is different.
Mhm.
It is a different one, and it's Wayne Simmons' last game. Like so much of it is
Yeah.
tied to what happened. I'm like, oh well, this is
It does pay me to put it in
that
there
was
'cause of the
Simmer's
game.
last game. They win an OT, but no, it's. I think there are different opinions on this one. I just happen to love it. Let's see number 2.
All right, so the process
Those are bad.
6 years
You're
away. This
Those are
whole
bad.
era obviously was not fun on the court. The uniforms I don't like. I do have a couple of them only because I was a young fan and looking for some optimism. But yeah, this was just plain and ugly. I don't like it.
I just don't like red.
Yeah.
Especially this red. And the Sixers have some really good jerseys.
Yes,
and
for
these
sure.
are
This
horrible.
era.
I fully agree.
We
with
came
this.
from one of the best eras
It's just
too.
yeah.
Like the AI days, and then they had like the updated look with when Elton Brand was. I think it was his first year as well. But
And there's like some good variations of these. Like the blue one of this I like.
that one's bad.
And
yeah.
the blue with the red numbers I really like. Blue with filler, but these ones are these are bad. Honestly,
good.
I might have made this might be an oversight for me. I think I may have missed one. Let's go to your number 1 worst jersey.
Number 1.
Oh,
Boathouse Row.
Why did they use Boathouse Row?
it's a blue collar hockey thing. That's what I will always associate this. Like how disconnected you have to be. You're like, oh,
Seriously.
well, Philly has so much more than the blue collar hockey thing. There's the nightlife, Boathouse Row. Oh yeah, man! I all those nights in Philly I spent on Boathouse Row.
Everyone's thinking about
I did
Boathouse
trespass there,
Row.
like for one of the best days of my life in a snowstorm. But we don't have to get into the specifics.
The only time
but
you
like,
even consider Boathouse Row is when you're stuck in fucking
yeah,
traffic.
you drive by it and go, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like that's it. That's the only thing. But and they just everyone wanted the black jersey, and
So
like here
bad.
you go. It was like, oh, you got it wrong still.
And that's one of the reasons why I hate it. And also because of the man you guys see
Yep.
on the picture here, Ben Simmons had a big part to do with the creation of these uniforms. Like you said, completely disconnected. So many more dope things you could have done with the black jersey concept, black uniform concept, and we botched it. So
And
thank
just
you.
like, look at that. From this distance, that looks like nothing.
It
That
looks
looks
like
like a mountain
squiggles.
range.
Yeah.
Like that just looks like scribble
squiggles.
scrabble.
Yeah.
Like, you know what Philly has? If you wanted to do this, an iconic skyline.
Yeah.
Just do the fucking skyline. Like, there was a way to not screw this up as bad as you did, but you went with the thing that like, oh yeah, Boathouse Row. That's cool when I drive by it, and then never think about it again until I'm driving by it again.
Yeah.
Like that. All right. So that's a good list. That's a good
Solid
number one.
list.
Let's get to my list with
Let's
number
go.
5. This is I much like you said with the full uniform. I dig these hats a lot. The blue
I
hat
love it.
with
I
the
have one
red
too.
label or with the red
Yep.
brim, I like.
This is wild.
Cream is not a Phillies color. Why is it this color?
It's just off white.
And why is it a pullover? Like I just don't. Baseball jerseys button up.
I was thinking to myself,
yeah.
putting my list together, oh wow, the Phillies have never had a bad uniform.
Yeah.
I just really don't. I don't get why
I do
it's
like
off
the buttons
white.
though, because I like when they get slutty.
Yeah,
Buttons
exactly.
open. It's
What,
nice.
Nick Castellanos
Yeah,
is sitting here in a pullover. What are we
Nah,
doing?
That's not good. That's true.
Like these bother me. The Phillies off white. Why?
The alternate red ones that they've been doing the last 2 years, that one's probably. But if that,
They are
the Phillies
very
have some
red.
good ones.
I
though.
thought about using the alternate red because those just look like spring training jerseys to me.
Literally,
And I
literally.
don't like red. Like
Mm-hmm.
white with pinstripes, fine. You can barely see the red. Like I have 30, 40 hats. I don't think I have one regular Phillies red hat.
Do you like the maroon ones? Like the
Oh, I
darker
love
red?
those. I
Those are
absolutely
great, yeah.
love those. When they wore the all burgundy a couple years ago,
I like that.
I
too.
love that. I have one of those. But I just, the cream, I don't get why they wear it. Why is it off white? You know what makes it off white? Slide head first, and your jersey will be dirty and off white. Problem solved. All right, so that's number 5 for me. Let's go to number 4. The all white Eagles, the regular all white. When they wear
Okay.
the black pants with the green stripe, or just the green pants with them, it's not as bad. But like just the jersey itself, it's just plain and ugly. Like there's barely any green.
It is very
There's
plain.
nothing distinctive about it. It's just a white jersey with green numbers. There's some black stripes around the sleeves. Like, it's just there's nothing to it.
Just wear the Kelly green away ones.
Honestly, like the midnight green, I'm fine with. It looks like at least it looks like an Eagles jersey. This just looks like a plain jersey. There's nothing to it. Let's go to number 3.
Number 3.
Yeah, these
Really?
reverse retros. Now, again, had they actually worn the Cooperall pants,
Yes.
would have been fine. I mean, it looks like roller hockey to me, but like again, if you're gonna go
Yeah,
ridiculous,
do it.
go ridiculous.
Yeah.
They wore the Cooperalls for warm-ups and then changed into regular uniform pants.
I know.
There's no orange in these jerseys. I hate it.
That jersey was infuriating because I feel like it was so close to good,
Yeah.
and they just
Like they could have done
Fucked
a
it.
couple of things to
Yeah.
make it good, and it's just
they do that a lot lately with the Flyers jerseys.
Yeah.
just miss.
Just miss. Yeah.
Is it really that uncomfortable to wear Cooperalls? while playing?
It's my understanding that it's dangerous because
Got
if they
it.
fall down, they slide too much. Like they can't
Oh,
stop.
yeah.
That's
that
what I've
makes
heard.
sense.
I don't know if that's true or not,
Okay.
but
That
it's
makes
my
sense.
understanding that that's why they don't wear them.
There are very few things more terrifying than when you're sliding out of control.
Yeah.
Like it's happened to me like once or twice in my entire time
Slam
playing
on
through
boards.
high school, and like when you can't figure out a way, like it's all right. How do I go into the boards the least dangerous
Yeah, exactly.
way?
Right.
Like, do I turn? Like, do I go now? Don't want to go in knees first. Like
Yeah.
that is horrifying. So I get it. but I'll figure out something, man. Like,
someone
there's a
knows-
way to make them.
A scratchy material or something.
If someone knows where to buy these, please let me know because I do want a pair. I do actually really like these, so please hit me up.
No, the pants are great. The jersey sucks.
Oh, now it's my like mission in life to get you a pair of Cooperalls.
Let's go to my my second worst jersey. I don't. Oh yeah, this one made my list as well.
Thank you.
Like again, this is an even more zoomed in photo. Still have no idea what that is.
Squiggly lines.
It looks like Chinese symbol writing. Like I have no idea what that is.
So many more other concepts they could have done with this with the black. I meant not Boathouse Row. If you want to do Boathouse Row, whatever. But like, don't use the black that we waited for so long.
I don't know anyone who incorporates this with that.
No,
Yeah.
it's bad.
So let's get to my number one.
Yeah.
Gold number. It's just so ugly.
It's real bad.
There's just nothing. The Flyers don't wear gold. Having
But
the
why
gold
the
and
gold,
the
though?
orange, it's just
50th
all.
anniversary.
So, but like, is like I didn't know. Like, does gold represent 50?
Is that the
I didn't know
50th
that.
anniversary
Okay.
thing? Like wood is 5 and whatever that stuff is.
Yeah,
It's just ugly. It's freaking ugly. And again,
At least make it sparkly.
this poor man wearing this. The look on his face is a real great representation of the era as well. Like do something. They went for it, but didn't. It's just another like, are you embarrassed of yourself? I don't know. It just bothers me. So those are our 5 worst jerseys.
That was fun.
Be
That
sure
was
to.
fun.
It was.
We all silly like the mayor.